In the coldest place on earth, where winter never truly ends, there is a land of endless snow and silence. Here, the temperature drops below minus 60 degrees Celsius, cold enough to freeze metal, breath, and hope. Most people believe no human life can survive here, but they are wrong, because in the middle of this frozen emptiness, there stands a small wooden shop. Every morning, before the sun even dares to rise, a man named Elias unlocks its door. The wind screams like a living creature. Snow crashes against the walls. The cold bites his skin instantly. Yet Elias steps outside calmly, as if the cold has no power over him. He is the world's coldest shopkeeper. Elias was not born here. Many years ago, he lived in a warm city, surrounded by noise, traffic, and people rushing through life. He had a normal job, a normal house, and a normal routine. But something was missing. Every day felt the same. Every smile felt forced. Every conversation felt empty. Then one winter, he heard about this place. A frozen land where only the strongest survive, where silence speaks louder than words. People called it the edge of the world. Elias came for a visit, and he never left. At first, survival was impossible. His fingers cracked. His skin burned from frostbite. The nights were so cold that even thoughts felt frozen. But slowly, Elias learned the language of the cold. He learned how to breathe without losing heat, how to move without sweating, how to listen to the wind instead of fighting it. And one day, he noticed something strange. Travelers passed through this land, scientists, explorers, delivery drivers, lost souls. They all had one thing in common. They needed warmth. Not just from fire, but from another human. So Elias built a small shop. The shop is simple. Wooden walls. A small heater powered by fuel. Shelves filled with tea, bread, gloves, canned food, and hope. When someone enters, warm light spills into the frozen darkness, and Elias always smiles. Some days, no one comes. The shopkeeper sits alone, sipping hot tea, listening to the sound of ice shifting outside. The silence is heavy, but peaceful. Other days, a traveler bursts in, shaking from cold, eyes wide with fear. Elias never asks questions. He simply pours tea. And in that moment, the world's coldest place becomes the warmest. People often ask him, "Why do you stay here? Why don't you leave? Aren't you afraid of dying alone?" Elias looks outside at the endless snow. Then he says, "The cold doesn't scare me, loneliness does. And here, people need me." One night, a powerful storm hits. The wind howls like a beast. The temperature drops even lower. The radio crackles with a warning. No travel advised. Survival chances near zero. Elias considers closing the shop, just for one night. Then he remembers something his father once said. When the world becomes cruel, kindness becomes rare, and rare things are precious. He keeps the shop open. Hours pass. Nothing. Then, a faint knock. Elias opens the door. A young woman collapses inside, barely conscious. Her clothes are frozen solid. Without hesitation, Elias wraps her in blankets, warms her hands, and pours tea slowly between her lips. She survives. The next morning, she asks him why he risked his life. Elias replies, "Because someday someone might do the same for me." Years pass. The shop becomes a legend. Maps mark it as the warm light. Travelers plan routes around it. Stories spread across the world. People say, if you can reach the shop, you will survive. But Elias never calls himself a hero. He is just a man. Opening a door in the coldest place on earth. One evening, as the sun paints the snow in gold, Elias locks the shop and looks at the horizon. The cold air fills his lungs, and he smiles. Because even in the harshest place on the planet, human warmth still exists. The world doesn't need warmer places. It needs warmer people.